very good for sadness. It's not my day.
Are they really C's? Because there's powder form. C's are usually orange or something.
Yeah, they're C's. I had to get special ones for my tummy. It's got a little magnesium in it to coat it.
There's evil people in the world. So whenever something doesn't make sense and people are lying, they usually don't think of everything pertaining to cover up the truth. So the fact they had a video that was well recorded and the way they were speaking and talking to each other didn't make for reality. It didn't come off like that's the way it was happening. It was strange to me. The conversations about everything, the way they did things, the way the police officers handled everything, as if somebody was going to watch it in the future. Why would the officer get into the vehicle and record the conversation with the boyfriend talking about, you should go to California. This is what you should do out there. My wife, he was talking about his wife when she was aggressive. And then she took some medication.
Right. Well,
none of that made any sense to me.
Body cam. He doesn't turn it off.
And then,
It's done.
and then you recommend a female to maybe find somewhere to get a shower, but you make the phone call for him to go to a motel.
No, we made the phone call for her first. But then the guy didn't want, I don't know if the motel guy didn't want a female there.
That doesn't make any sense.
I know, but
There's other motels.
that was the guy
And-
that gave free motel to
It's his.
another
It's his.
person.
I didn't hear the officer recommend for her to go to a motel.
Yeah, at the beginning, you hear him on the phone saying he's got a female, because remember they said that she was gonna go to the motel?
Okay.
And he was gonna take the van?
Okay, I believe
Yeah.
you. I don't remember that. Okay.
Yeah, you
Okay.
just have to watch it again.
And then they decided to put him in the motel
Because of the owner of the motel said something.
that they didn't want her there.
Yeah, they'd rather have the guy there for some reason.
So the owner of the motel
Yeah,
that he added to his speed dial preferably
Yeah.
preferred a male staying there rather
Yeah.
than a female.
yeah.
See, that doesn't make any sense to
No,
me
it
either.
doesn't. I know.
And then how do you get the number to the motel? Is it a normal place they call?
Yeah, he's called their, they let the domestic,
So they usually like men there. They don't want the women there.
yeah.
So it's usually the men that go there.
Yeah.
Or is it because he wasn't considered the aggressor? Just because
Oh,
it doesn't make any
That's
sense.
why.
They're not having that conversation though.
I didn't
It
know.
would have been
I
on the
didn't pay attention
recorder.
to him when he was talking to the guy. I'll have to put it back on. To pay attention.
None of that video, I can't hear everything. I'd have to slow it down and rewind it.
Yeah.
But it all didn't make sense to me. And then that perfect video gets leaked after she goes missing. Oh, by the way, we got a GoPro of them. We got a recording of them. And then she goes missing. They're not serving warrants and having conversations or recording, taking people's testimonies. There's only so many people that would be involved in it. The moment she went missing,
Yeah.
when's the last time he saw her?
Well, someone gave him a ride.
So, but you told me that him and the friend ended up in her van. That's his van?
Well, it was parked at his house, so I'm assuming.
So whose
it's
van
his.
is it?
I'm assuming it's his.
Okay, so that's a big deal. Whose van it belongs to? Is it his or hers?
Yeah, I'm assuming the parents went up and when the van was sitting there, they put a note on there,
They put a note on there?
on the van. You have to watch the.
She's recording him and she's attached to his hip as if she didn't want to leave him when they were arguing, and she was attacking him physically,
Yeah.
saying, "Don't tell me to calm down."
Right,
So she is aggressive,
yeah,
but he's also aggressive too. He pushed her earlier.
yeah. She was trying to get into the car. And he was pushing her face. Going like that.
And what was making her mad is his dirty feet.
Yeah, and he moved stuff around the back or something. She was just on edge, I think.
There's too many things that don't make sense with the video, and then now that she's went missing, and then they find her in the woods. How'd they find her in the woods? Was it at the campgrounds where they were at, or is it another woods?
Well, he must have told them where they were.
If I have a girlfriend and I was with her for X amount of time, let's say summer,
Yeah.
okay, and then she dies,
Yeah.
I expect a police officer to try to find out when's the last time I saw her
Right. Well,
and spoke to her.
the cops were talking to him, but they weren't telling us what
And
he was saying.
they're attacking each other and doing things to each other. Well, anyways, it doesn't make any sense, the whole thing. I could talk about 20 different things. It doesn't make sense to me. And then the video is too perfect. I just can't stop repeating that. That video is too perfect.
Right.
The way he's recording it, and then the guy walks out and says, I trust you. You got good people here. I trust them. Yeah, carry on. But you know they're just going to end up back together.
Yeah. I'm going to put it back on and see what the hotel guy said. I don't know. It's a little strange. Probably because she was the aggressor. He didn't want any trouble.
Well, most women can be aggressive. They're usually physical whenever you're making them mad, especially if you let them get away with it. And you're not running away from them. So that means you don't mind it too much. Because if a woman's aggressive and she gets physical with you, other than getting away from her, she's going to keep doing it if you stay with her.
Well, I only smacked Chuck once. We smacked him
That's
back
not, no,
the last time.
they probably did that quite a few times. That wasn't the first time she scratched his face or something.
No,
No. How long were they together for?
3 years.
3 years?
But
They-
she was only 22.
They were together for 3 years?
Yeah. But they broke off the engagement. They said they weren't engaged anymore. They knew each other in high school. He's 23. She's 22. She was 22.
And her dad's speaking on TV. So when she was making the phone calls, it wasn't to her mother, it was to her father?
No, they're divorced.
So who was she calling then?
Her mom, FaceTime.
So when she was in the back of the vehicle, she was FaceTiming the mother?
What do you mean when she was in the back?
When she was in the back of the police vehicle and he brought her water? Because they had water, obviously, with them in the
Yeah.
vehicles somehow, which I never knew police
Cops
officers.
usually have water.
Oh, okay. Yeah, okay, some of them do, okay.
Yeah.
That doesn't make any sense to me. It's too good of a video, and the only investigation there is to follow through with it are the people that were with her, and then the people that aren't with her are the ones that you won't know, but she had her cell phone with her the whole time, so it's easy to ping a cell phone. Every time it hits the tower, there's a trail of where the cell phone's going.
The cell phone has to be on.
They can ping it when it's off too.
Oh, they
you have
can?
to send a ping to the phone, yes, when it's off. But you have to do that. But her cell phone most likely didn't go off. And if it did separate from her, when's the last time her cell phone had a connected activity? Because she's talking about his yoga and everything. Recording
She
that.
was doing morning yoga. Yeah.
She seemed a little autistic. They didn't explain everything when they were talking to each other.
Because she was a nervous wreck.
I think more people are involved. You don't send a girl like that's 22 years old to a gas station to hopefully find somewhere to take a shower.
I know. I was just.
And then you're telling me the motel didn't want a female there but wants a male there.
I'm going to listen now. I'm just
Usually
curious.
you make sure the female goes somewhere safe and the male goes somewhere safe if you're separating them and they're from another state. And then the cop got her phone number
So,
and the police officer got his phone number, but he's acting all buddy-buddy with him when he was going to the motel, but he's not in the van. She took the van, right?
she took the van.
Okay, so whenever the cop called him, when the police officer called him, who was driving him and where was he at when they were being buddy-buddy on the phone? You see what I'm saying?
Say that again?
Okay, and when they left the scene, she got in the van and supposedly left.
Yeah.
Okay, and then the boyfriend went into a police vehicle to give him a ride to the motel, or was it a taxi?
Police vehicle.
Police vehicle. So that officer called the boyfriend while he was in the police vehicle with another police officer, talking about California and how his wife is and everything, and that she got medication and the aggression stopped. Well, at the end, when he's in the vehicle,
Yeah, they were talking.
they were talking, so where was the boyfriend at?
In the police vehicle. She took the van.
Okay, so so this cop called the boyfriend to have a conversation while he's driving.
He was in the car with them.
He was in the back seat?
Yeah.
No, he was on the phone. He was on.
No. He drove him to the motel. You didn't see the end. He
No.
drops him off at the hotel.
Okay, because I thought he was going through the speaker on the phone.
No.
Okay, so he was in the vehicle when they were talking?
Yeah.
I didn't catch that.
Nobody knows the video now. Yeah. Because you didn't watch the end. That's funny.
It just the video's too good.
Okay. Oh, here we go.
It's just too good of a video.
What do you mean?
And they seemed like they were They were just the one cop that came in and said you're just gonna end up together. Just seemed like he was
I don't
overacting.
think there couldn't be good cops, though.
There are, but not like there used to be.
Utah. They're more simple home. You know,
It's not like it used to be.
they don't see a lot of crime.
Police officers aren't like they used to be.
I know, but these guys, they don't see a lot of crime. Okay, so
Where's all the friends that she has?
what do you mean?
Doesn't she have friends? Aren't they talking?
I'm sure they are, but not to the press.
What was the last text message and phone call? Where did it come
They're
from?
not letting anything out yet. And tomorrow they're supposed to do
For
a press-
what? Let's say I killed her. Let's say I'm the one that killed her.
Yeah.
Not letting anything out. What does that do? How does that stop you from finding me if you're letting out information?
They're still
You
doing-
let out information, something like that. That's how you find who did it.
Well, they want people to.
And then why did the boyfriend leave her by herself? Did she run off by herself somewhere? And then the fact that they had domestic problems going on doesn't necessarily mean he did it. It means it's a good cover to make it look like him. And somebody else could have did it.